Are you ready to meet the cast of Children of Blood and Bone?
So Tomi Adeyemi has just dropped her cast for her book's adaptation on screen for the first one, Children of Blood and Bone. And I was meaning to just do a blog post on this, but I'm so excited. I'm just like, yo, let's just do this straight off the rip in a video and talk about it. From the first character that I saw she showed the actor for, I was just like, yo, Tomi did that for real. An all-star cast: Viola Davis, Idris Elba, Damson Idris, and the list goes on. I was just like, I must have watched that video 2, maybe 3 times just to like snap myself like, what? She did that? These are top actors. And it just goes to show, when you really believe in your work as an author and you're very passionate about it, you're going to want the best of the best. From the books to now the movie adaptation, I have high hopes for it. And if it doesn't bang, it has to bang. There's no way around it, it has to bang. With a cast like that, how can you fail? However, I was scrolling on TikTok and I saw a few comments.
What's disappointing about Children of Blood and Bones casting is that the author was so loud. She was shouting that she was going to cast people from Nigeria. She was shouting that open casting this, open casting that, new faces, fresh faces. So why do I open up the casting list and I see Amanda Sternberg? Why do I open up the casting list and I see Viola Davis? I love Viola Davis, yeah, but in The Woman King, I saw her accent. And I use that word specifically, I saw her accent. I didn't hear her accent because, hey, put it down. Put it down. I'm not the casting this, and half the people are African American. Hey! And this is not like a debate about like what black actors should play, blah, 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 blah. That's a whole different conversation. My main issue with African Americans playing Africans, specifically Nigerians, in the film is, in fact, I'm just going to put the article. Read the article yourself. It is well established now that African Americans cannot do any sort of African accent, like, at all. They're terrible at it. Like, don't give them an African accent to do, and definitely don't give them a Nigerian accent to do.
It's not coming from a place of spite or malice, but I cannot get behind the cast of Children of Blood and Bone. Most of the cast is African American, and this was the one opportunity because Children of Blood and Bone, the books are based on Yoruba mythology. Nigerian Yoruba mythology is based on Orisha, is based on Ifa, the characters need to be able to speak Yoruba properly. And if they can't, like, the tonations, if you've seen how Hollywood works with like African accents, specifically Nigerian one, they all use one monotone accent. And I can't, people are saying they're going to get speech coaches. I can't get behind it especially because I thought with the initial casting, she was saying, oh, if you're Nigerian based and can speak Yoruba and all of that. I had such high hopes, but it's so annoying once again. Like, the show, the books are Yoruba mythology. It doesn't make sense.
I understand where they're coming from, because when it comes to creating movies around Jamaica, we tend to want our main characters to be Jamaicans, so then they can do the accent proper. They understand the culture. So I imagine that's what they wanted with this project too, for it to be actual Nigerians who were born on the continent who could then further express the characters in their natural way as Nigerians. However, this is Hollywood, so I still feel like it's good enough that they have actors that are part of the project who are Nigerian, who have Nigerian in their blood. Idris Elba, Damson Idris. I'm not sure about Viola Davis. I don't really know about the Nigerian culture on a fundamental level like that. So I do understand why some people are heavily disappointed at the cast. But looking at the brighter side, at least it's a all black cast who have some prominence in the industry. You know the kind of characters that they've played before. And now you have the expectation that they will execute these characters in a very authentic and promising way that will just bring the characters to life from book to screen in a seamless transition. At the end of the day, we always want to be represented in the most authentic and best way possible. So it will be interesting to see the promo for this adaptation and how it would look on screen as well, like in terms of the critics and just how people will receive it. Will they really stay true and proper to the Nigerian culture and present a really empowering, am I pronouncing that right? And present a really empowering adaptation that really just touches the hearts of Black people across the diaspora, and even those that aren't a part of the culture but love the book series and what Tomi Adeyemi is able to do from such a young age. Because I'm telling you, she is the author of our generation, and she's just widening the doors for more African fantasy type stories. And I'm really excited to see if this adaptation will be marked in history as yet another monumental book project that set in stone another Black writer, a Black female writer's journey in this world through utilizing her inner power and then sharing that with the world, touching so many book lovers' hearts and minds and spirits in ways that they never would have comprehended prior to her existence. And it's just nice to follow after her, to just be a part of this generation where we were having more Black authors be recognized and prominent in this world, creating more diverse stories and representing us in other ways that forego how the mainstream has represented us. Another thing that will be interesting to see is if they will try and water down the Nigerian culture, and there's other aspects that will just point towards empowering Black people. But yeah, now that this is released, I'm just feeling the extra need, the extra desire to fully dive back into this book series. I didn't finish book 1. That is truly my own fault, because I felt like I was early initially. I remember when she first dropped Children of Blood and Bone and how that created a wave across the literature community worldwide. And then suddenly book 2 was out, book 3, the series was complete, and I was just left behind because I was in one of those moods of books, reading. I was just avoiding all of it. It got to a point where I was just reading, but then the more that I read was the more that I wanted to write my own stories. So I kind of just got into avoiding other authors' books to focus on my own. But this year, I'm coming correct. And even from last month, I'm just like, yo, I'm reading more. I'm going to get more into the writing community and just soak up all this good stuff and fully immerse myself into it, but still have my moments of being very individualistic and introverted and just needing to isolate a little bit so my stories can flow a lot more seamlessly. But yeah, now is the time to fully just get through this series. It's crazy because I have the book and I also started the audio. The audio was a nice touch as well. And I am a part of Tomi Adeyemi's writing course, the Writer's Roadmap. So she's got really a lot of great things to just look out for, as well as the book festival that I will be attending later on this year, where she will be. So everything is just piling up for me to just get right back into this series. What do you guys think? Have you seen the cast? Are you excited? Let me know your thoughts down below and we'll chit chat.